My name is Michael Lombardo from GlideFast Consulting, and today I'll be doing a demo of problem management. So just to go over some high-level fields in the form, we have a number field, which is a unique identifier for that record. We have a configuration item, which is an item or service affected by this. We have a priority field, which sets the priority of this record. We have a change request reference field, so if we need to create a change or a change was created to actually resolve this problem, we have that ability. We also have the ability to, in one click, create a change right off of this problem, and I'll show you that a little bit later in this demo. We have a known error checkbox, and this basically just indicates we're aware of the workaround. We've determined that the root cause of this problem. And we also have a workaround field here at the bottom, which I'm going to also show some functionality, some intuitiveness, and how we can communicate that back to all the related incidents. Short description and description, self-explanatory. Close notes, again, self-explanatory. Just we put some information on how we actually close this record. The knowledge checkbox, similar to incident, if this box is checked when the problem is actually closed, it's going to automatically create a knowledge article to add that to the knowledge base, so we can maybe avoid this problem from happening again in the future. Work notes, we talked a little bit about this in incident management. Work notes is just an internal IT to IT notes section. So if we wanted to add some information that would not get communicated, obviously end users really don't have too much insight into problems, but this would all this information is protected from the user viewing. States, we have open, pending change, known error, and then close resolve. So pending change is obviously where we've determined the root cause, we know how to fix it, we've created a change to actually resolve this issue. Known error is just we're aware of it. It may be in a holding state. It's a known error. We know that this is a problem, and we're either not going to fix it or we're going to fix it in the future. We just haven't got there yet. Obviously, close resolved. Pretty straightforward. Assignment group, the group that's actually owning this problem, and assigned to is the individual owning that. Out of the box, there are two ways to create problems. One is directly from the create new, which I selected to get to this place we're at right now. If I wanted to, I can actually have an ability to create a problem directly from an incident in one click. So another great example of ServiceNow's automation capabilities. If I right click, if I'm in an incident and I right click at the top and hit create problem, it's going to actually automatically create a new problem and then associate that incident that I was just in directly to that problem. Let's say I do have this problem now and I'm ready. I've determined there is a workaround. So I'm just going to throw some text in here. And before I do that, I'm actually going to save this. Before I do that, I'm going to actually relate some more incidents to this. So let's say more calls have come in, and there's now about 10 or 12 incidents directly related to this problem. If I go ahead and just throw that in there, post it. So if I actually click this button called Communicate Workaround, this is another great example of ServiceNow automation capabilities. If I go ahead and click Automation, Create Workaround, you get a message up here that says workaround communicated, and if I go down to any of these incidents, you'll see, and if I go down to any of these incidents, you'll see that the notes that I put into that workaround field was automatically copied down to the incidents and communicated to the end user. So we've determined a workaround for this problem. I mean, let's get, you could, if your organization is large enough, you could get to the point where there's, maybe upwards of 100 incidents related to a single problem. So in the past, we may have had to go through each individual incident and update each individual incident to to update each user and say, hey, reboot your machine and it'll work fine, or close Outlook and relaunch it, it'll work, or whatever that particular workaround is. With this, in one simple click, we've just mass communicated a workaround to all of our staff. So I think that's extremely powerful. And again, it's just a great example of ServiceNow automation. So I'm going to go back into the problem here. And I can do that just by, when I added this incident to relate to that problem, it obviously threw the problem record relationship right in that field. Another nice piece of problem management right out of the box is the ability to post knowledge. So if I just go ahead and click this post knowledge button, we automatically created a knowledge article with the information in this problem. It actually took me back to the incident, but go back to that problem. So just by hitting post knowledge, automatically create a knowledge article. Maybe we want that communicated to our end users. And it does go into a draft state out of the box, so you do have the ability to modify and go through your typical knowledge management process of approvals and whatnot. We also have the ability to create a change in one click right from the problem. So if I wanted to just right click at the top here and say create normal or emergency change, same thing we did when we came from the incident form to create the problem. We're going to automatically be transferred to the change request. It's going to copy over pretty much any of the fields we want. Out of the box, it just copies a high level short description, configuration item, fields like that. But this can be configured to really copy over anything. And again, that relationship is automatically established. All right, that's going to do it for the problem management demo. My name is Michael Lombardo. If anyone has any questions, you can email me at mike@glidefast.com. Thank you so much.